and breathe, bro. And fucking breathe, bro.
Oh.
Bro. Today, like, I don't even want to ask questions. I just want to let people to spit, just.
But that's why we come. That's why we come every week. How many interviews have we done here? And it's been like, oh, it's been shocking. It's been terrible. It's just, but yeah, that's why we come week in, week out. That's why we travel these distances for moments like that, bro. And it's been far and few between. But when it's a game like that and a winner like that, it's worth it. It's worth it. And that's United. That's football. And I'm buzzing, man. I can't, like you said, you don't even want to ask. It's just.
I will, but like at the start, I'm like, I just don't even know what to. It's just because you want to encapsulate the emotion and the feeling of.
It's hard to encapsulate it because it's like, what have I just seen?
What are you feeling right now? Like, if I ask you that, like, how are you feeling right now?
Pride is the main thing. Yeah, like obviously everyone thought we were gonna lose. Everyone thought we were gonna get knocked out.
Did you?
No, I actually done a video yesterday. I said extra time. I don't want to show off, but I did say extra time. I thought it'd be tight.
Okay.
But at the same time, I was worried because they've given us a good few beatings here over the years, and that you don't know with us. Are we gonna turn up? If we turn up, we might win. If we don't turn up, we might get battered. So quietly confident, yes, but you just don't expect it, especially after going, what was it,
2-1 down,
going behind
then
once,
3-2 down.
In extra time. Yeah.
Was that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we got it to 2-2 just before the end of the game.
So to go behind twice as well, like obviously if you could see the win and win 2-1 in 90 minutes, you're like, okay, cool, fair enough. But if someone told me you're going to go behind twice and still win, I would have said no chance.
I'm with you, because you know what, at 3-2, that slump,
you just
I just don't know.
Because in extra time, normally it trickles over to penalties, etc. So you think, I thought it was going to go penalties, and then they take the lead, and you think.
I was most scared because even when we got it to 2-2 or even 3-2, when they got it 3-2, I was like, the team that's currently out now, we haven't played that formation. We haven't, you know what I mean?
What was it? Dalot. At first it was Dalot, Lindelof, Maguire, then no left back. Then the second half was one centre back, and then you're thinking, oh.
I think Anthony went from right wing back. Then I think he played. Then he went left back.
Yeah.
Then he scored
Bruno and Eriksen were switching at centre half. It was a mess. It was a mess.
Yeah, but they just found a way. Something in those cup ties in the FA Cup like that. Like, you just got to find a way, and that's what I'm most proud of. And Erik ten Hag's decisions and substitutions worked. Every single one of them.
Listen, he gets a lot. He's been getting a lot of stick. A lot of people don't want him here anymore, and that's well within your rights to think that. But
can that change it?
Of course,
stuff like this.
Of course, but I think obviously last season what he done that gives you kind of the money in the bank to kind of, okay, can I do another season? But you got to remember, this isn't the first time we've done this year. Villa, Brentford, so. And I'm not gonna have it where people say when we lose, these players have packed it in, because all season they've not packed it in.
Yeah.
And this is a group of players that are known to packing it in.
Yeah.
And this season, as poor as it has been, it's just injuries have been tough.
Lack of quality sometimes.
Certain games haven't gone our way. But not for 1 second I'm going to sit at them players haven't run their socks off all season. And then today, it worked out.
That's a good point, because, the media are quick when we have bad performances to say that them players don't care about him. They've, they ain't running for him. Ten Hag's lost the dressing room, this, that and the other. And then you see performances like tonight. And it just shows you that there's something in there still. Yeah, and they're playing for the guy. How many times have we said, "Oh, they're not playing for the gaffer"? We were at Watford. Yeah. And that was well within your rights to say they're not playing for the. Yeah, exactly. But not this season. I think with the injuries, last season we lost our first 2 games in the season, and Ten Hag decided to change the way he was playing from those 2 games of the season for the rest of the season. For some reason, this season he hasn't changed since the Wolves game at home. For whatever reason that is. And part of me thinks, actually, you know what? I kind of hear it. When you have the first 40 minutes we had today, you're thinking they didn't have a sniff. We were on top of them, and you just capitulated within a 5-minute spell, going 2-1 down.
Of course, and you just think when we have our players back and when we have a few more signings, can that be sustained for 90 minutes? And like I said earlier, a lot of people have been wanting a manager. I've not necessarily. I hate the chopping and changing. We've been here before, And what I saw last season was probably the best I've felt since Fergie's left. So I just think, don't get me wrong, he's not absolved of all blame. There's been times where I've questioned him massively. Yeah. But this season, days like today and certain games like where we had our full strength team against Wolves, we should have been out of sight by half time. Part of me is just always like, I want it to work out, and that feels nice today.
Who's the man of the match? Can you even pick one?
I can't pick one, I'll pick two.
Go on.
Dallo and Garnacho.
Garnacho, not a lot of people have spoken Garnacho. What did you like about Garnacho today?
He just works his socks off. That's the main thing. Before all else, he works his socks off. And two, he was just such a threat every single time.
Kept going and going and going, didn't he?
The ball does not give up. And then ultimately at the end, the pass at the end was a bit behind Ahmad, but he was there. That last burst, what was it, 120th minute?
Yeah. Because I was worried about him at in extra time. I was like, he might have to come off. He's playing left wing back now. He's a bit tired, but he just kept fighting and fighting. Yeah, and like I said, that's a big hand in the goal.
Yeah, and Dallo, I think
he's been unreal.
I think he's been absolutely outstanding, and that's what you want to see from our players. You want to end the season and think, we don't need a right back anymore. Do you get it? And he's done that this season. He's been absolutely outstanding. And games like today, the big games, you're like up against Diaz, who's been outstanding. You wanna go there and think, can you do it?
Yeah,
and he done it.